Hello everyone and welcome to this introductory lecture on smart contracts. By the end of this lecture, my goal is to ensure that you not only understand what smart contracts are, but also more importantly to know when and where they are applicable. We'll also explore situations where smart contracts may not be the best solution and why that is. What are smart contracts? The term smart contract can be a bit misleading because it contains the word contract, which typically makes us think of legal documents, like when you're buying a house or applying for a mortgage. In those situations, there are usually third parties involved, such as lawyers or notaries, and you sign a lot of documents to make the agreement legally binding. In essence, a smart contract is a digital version of this idea, but it replaces the third party with code on blockchain. Once the code is deployed, it executes automatically and is cryptographically binding in a similar way to traditional contracts that are legally binding. The two critical elements for any contract to be considered legally binding are 1. The agreement between two or more parties, and 2. Some form of consideration, something of value that is exchanged between the parties. To put it simply, a smart contract is code that automatically enforces the terms of an agreement without requiring intermediaries. Let's look at a real-world example. Imagine Alice wants to send Bob $1,000 as a birthday gift, but doesn't want to send the money directly until his birthday. Alice might use an escrow service to hold the money until the specific date when the terms of the contract are fulfilled. The escrow service company acts as a trusted third party, ensuring that the money is only transferred when the conditions are met. Now, a smart contract can replace this escrow service. Instead of relying on a third party, the contract is written and executed on the blockchain. It will automatically transfer the money to Bob on his birthday without the need for intermediaries. This not only reduces costs, but also increases transparency. This example leads to an important question: can a smart contract be considered legally binding? In most jurisdictions, the answer is yes, provided it meets the key requirements of intention and consideration. However, one key difference is that smart contracts are public. This transparency is both a feature and a potential drawback because all transactions on the blockchain are visible to everyone. So while it's great for auditability, Alice may not want the world to know she's sending Bob $1,000 on his birthday. One of the interesting characteristics of a blockchain is that while users can operate under pseudonyms, essentially anonymous addresses, once an identity is connected to a real person, all their transactions can be traced. This kind of transparency is unique to blockchain-based contracts and differs from traditional off-chain agreements, where privacy is often easier to maintain.